Brighton nil, Manchester United 3, bruv. And the season's done, guys, man. Our so-called bogey team, we put in an absolute blender today, bro. We had them man stressed like Lily Phillips' parents, bruv. What a time to be alive, man. What can we say? That absolute fraud, Ruben Amorim. Let's not forget, guys, because it's easy to forget that that was this season, bro. The same brother that was talking all this stuff about the storms and all these things and the good times are coming back, and then switched to, oh yeah, but we must suffer, we must suffer. This guy lowered the standards, yeah, to despicable lows, yeah, at this football club. Never forgive this guy. And the funny thing about that is, yeah, the same guys, yeah, that had energy, yeah, and patience for Ruben Amorim, make sure you keep, yeah, the same energy for Sir Michael Carrick, blood. Make sure you keep the same energy. Make sure you have the same patience for him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because one thing about me is, yeah, as soon as I see something, I'll call it out. And as much as I backed Ruben Amorim when he came in, as soon as he showed me who and what he was, I called it out immediately, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that he is something that he's not. But a lot of people wanted to plead ignorance and, oh yeah, back the manager at all costs. Funny how Michael Carrick's come in, yeah, and with the exact same players, no signings, no nothing, yeah, has transformed the fortunes of this football club. The most points accumulated, yeah, since he came in. More than the current champions. He deserves a lot of credit for that. Everyone's going to try to discredit him because his face don't fit or the name's not sexy enough for these guys. Oh, but the football's not good. How'd you like that second goal today, lads? How'd you like that? How'd you like that? You man want to see some good football? Here's some good football. Brighton is a team, yeah, that in recent years have been putting us to the sword, you know. And we put these guys, yeah, 6 feet under. That was one of the most comfortable games that we've seen. Bearing in mind, we had nothing to play for. And Brighton were playing for European football today. So it's not like these guys were in Cancun, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? They weren't in Cancun. These man, literally, their fans were on the phone listening to results everywhere else. This game actually meant something for them. Couldn't tell. We absolutely beat the brakes off them. So, with that being said, make sure that you put the same respect on Michael Carrick. Put the same respect on him, bro. As for, yeah, the performance today, bro, listen, we have to talk about Patrick Dorgu, bro, because it's funny. A lot of people before the game were doing this, like, I'm tired of this Dorgu wing gimmick. When is it going to end and all this rubbish? I told you, look, yeah, I see something, yeah, with Patrick Dorgu, man. And even when he was playing as a wing back and people were writing him off, I just saw something. He's got, yeah, the intangibles. When it comes to the athleticism that he's got, the tenacity and stuff, like, he's got something that you can't teach, innit? You cannot teach, man. Like, he's an incredible athlete. He's got a great work ethic, yeah. And he's very, very underrated in terms of football intelligence. He does little give and goes. Even when you look for the Bruno goal, the weight of pass from Dorgu as well, man. Little reverse pass, perfect weight so Bruno can hit it first time. See, when man talk about weight of pass, Bruno don't even need to set himself. The pass was beautiful. And Dorgu has that, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that Dorgu should be starting week in, week out as a winger, but he created Bruno's goal from the right-hand side. Do you know what I'm saying? And operated on the left-hand side. He can be a versatile winger for us, playing on both sides, similar to what Nani gave us off the bench. I'm not talking about Nani later on when he became more of a starter for Man United, but when Nani was just coming off the bench and impacting games or playing in certain games on either wing because he played on the right and the left, I think Dorgu can be used in a similar way. I don't see him as the starting winger week in, week out. I still think that we need to go and bring in another attacker. You could even argue that we don't even really need another starting winger and we could just go out and get an attacker. We could, because Cunha off that left-hand side has been a revelation. So it's one of them things. But I think that Dorgu, yeah, I think respect needs to be put on his name, because when he does play in these wide attacking areas, yeah, he's scoring goals. He did it for Ruben Amorim as well. Amorim used him on the right hand side a few times, and he bagged. Do you know what I'm saying? And before he got injured, he bagged, and then he's taken some time out. He's come back and he's just hit the ground running again. He's showing that this is his level. And even the goal he scored today from a set piece, aerial threat as well. Like no one can tell me this guy's a defender anymore. Like I'm just not seeing it. Yes, he can do a job for us at fullback, but we need to go and get a left back and release Dorgu further up the pitch. We need to, man. So I think that he deserves a lot of credit for today's performance, and he was my man of the match. But obviously, record breaker Bruno's gonna get it, and it's well deserved. Whether his overall performance was worthy of man of the match or not, yeah, which it probably was not. It's a historic day for him. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because Man United are so huge that Bruno breaks a record, bro, and it's being talked about more than a trophy lift somewhere, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Apparently there was a trophy lift somewhere. I haven't seen it. But Bruno does it again, man. Played in the corner for the Dorgu header and also got a goal as well, man. So it's just one of them things. It's been a historic season for him, and this could be the start of history for the club, even though there's loads of history. Like I was saying about Michael Carrick in my stream earlier, Michael Carrick could potentially be the first coach, and I'm not saying it's going to happen next season, but he could potentially be the first coach to win a Premier League as a manager and a player. And bearing in mind that an English manager hasn't won the Premier League, he could potentially break that as well at Man United if he's given the right tools. I believe that he has the tools as a coach, yeah, to win the league eventually with Manchester United if everything else around him is correct, because clearly the players are playing for him. The man management is of the standard it needs to be, and the team that they've built around him is very, very good. I was pleasantly surprised to hear when he was speaking about his backroom staff. He was speaking about Steve Holland. Obviously, we found out from Casemiro, which makes perfect sense, that Jonathan Woodgate speaks Spanish, which helps with the Spanish-speaking players. Obviously, the other guys know Johnny Evans from being around the club. So there's a relationship there. And obviously, Steve Holland is a Man United fan. And like, he just fits the club like a glove in it in terms of what he does. And he's been successful wherever he's gone. So with that in mind, I just think that network there, alongside Jason Wilcox, yeah, I think that there could be success coming our way, man. Like, I genuinely feel it. This is the most optimistic I've been about this football club post-Ferguson in terms of structurally. I feel like they've got it right, innit? This is the window to prove it, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Michael Carrick's passed his audition. He's accumulated all of these points. That even a game like today, this is a typical throwaway game for Man United where we don't need to win. So we just turn up and we end up drawing or maybe losing a game, and then people are coping saying, oh, we're not playing for nothing anyway. We battered these lot, bro. I don't remember Lomans really doing anything today. Like, feel free to remind me in the comments if I missed anything, but I don't remember Lomans having anything to do, and that's testament to how well we played, man, away from home. Ahmad today, bro, a lot of people were talking about Ahmad, and people have been disrespecting Ahmad, and obviously he gets compared a lot to right wingers at other football clubs because people use Ahmad as a stick to beat us with, because he's not a GA attacker. And Ahmad, a lot of the good stuff Ahmad does can't be quantified by stats. Very good performance today, man. And he got an assist, yeah, for one of our best goals of the season as a team. The link-up play with Mazraoui, Mason Mount and Brian Mbeumo, yeah. I said it a million times with Ahmad, yeah. Ahmad lacks the physicality of like a Dorgu or a Cunha or something, or even a Brighton. He doesn't have the physical stature in it. Like, he's got a slender build, but one thing he does have is he has a good football IQ, yeah, and he's a technical player. And I said, if Ahmad is isolated, the game can bypass him. But if you have players close to Ahmad, yeah, he'll show you his football IQ. And today, Mazraoui was brilliant, overlapping, giving loads of angles for Ahmad. And that goal, yeah, the movement from Brian was exquisite, by the way, But bro, like when I tell you that goal there, it just sums up what I know that Manchester United can do. Beautiful given goals. And I said it last game as well. Like, it's funny because like Brian missed loads of chances last game and still got his goal, but his movement in the box is very, very good. And if you look at the run, the way he peels off the shoulder of the defender, it's incredible movement. Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of attackers maybe hold their run looking for a pullback or something like that. And the way that he's darted across here and he's made the angle, and the way that Ahmad's found him, great goal, innit? And I think that we need to be looking at Brian as a central player. I don't think he's a winger. I think he's a forward. So it's just one of them ones where, like I said, I think we can use Dorgu as a winger that can play on both sides. We've got Ahmad as well that can play on the right hand side. I think we need to be looking at Brian potentially as a central player that can operate out wide instead of the other way around. And then we need to go and get a versatile forward like a Krupi or something that can play out wide and can play down the middle. I think the versatile attackers is the way to go, because even though Benji's scoring goals, I genuinely think we just look better when we have a fluid front three. That's my opinion, innit? Let me know in the comments. But as much as I like what Benji gives us in terms of box presence, everything else outside of that, like, I could take it or leave it, to be honest. I think he's a great attacking addition for the squad, but like week in, week out, I prefer the fluidity in the front line, innit? And I think someone like Krupi would give us that. Do you know what I mean? He could do it from the left, he can do it from centrally, and he scores goals in it. And he's got the agility that Brian's got, man. I just think that Brian's link play could be better. Like, it's better than Sesko's, but his first touch is, I can't lie, it's the national lottery, blood, every time you play the ball into Brian. So I can't lie, that second goal was great, yeah. And we just saw loads of good performances today, man. Do you know what I mean? 38 games for Luke Shaw, which is absolutely incredible. I think that the one game a week and sometimes the one game every 3 weeks has helped Luke Shaw a lot as well. This is probably the first season that we've played this little games, but he's played all of them. I just think Kobe Mainu as well today was brilliant. Brother, to be fair, everyone just played all right, bro. To be honest, it's only Mason Mount was involved in the goal, but other than that, bro, they showed us that Man United need to bolster that midfield, innit? Because Mason Mount he's just a nothing player. I'll be honest, like, he can contribute in moments, but he's piss poor, innit? And when you look at the resources that we're wasting on Mason Mount, I would not be surprised if Ineos have half an eye on moving him on, you know, guys. I know we've been linked with 3 midfielders, but I got a sneaky feeling for a fourth, you know. I really think we can move Mason Mount on, even if it's just on loan. I think we can get him out on loan this summer, you know, and get his wages off the books, man, because he's on 250k or something like that, and he just doesn't offer anything. And he's occupying that number 7 shirt. I could see Ugarte gone. Ugarte didn't even feature today, did he? No, they brought on Fletcher. Ugarte is definitely gone. I think we could get Mount out on loan. I wouldn't be surprised if the manager started Mason Mount just to show the owners how light we are there, man. Because I think that we could go and get Fernandes, we could get Edison, we could get Tonali, and then I think that these guys could play hardball with Brighton over Baleba, because you saw Baleba's body language when he came on today. Baleba wants out of Brighton. We know that Baleba wants Manchester United. We know that Brighton probably have to sell to us because we're the club that he wants. So I think that we could bully them into accepting less money, or accepting a favourable structure from us, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we secure the other midfielders first, we come from a position of leverage because we're not desperate anymore, you know? So if we secure the other contacts first, I think a Baleba signing is a signing that we could long out, and we could literally drag that along closer to deadline day, just because he's already in the Premier League. We don't need to worry about him getting acclimatized. Even if he doesn't have a full preseason with us, yeah, it's not the end of the world, innit? Because he's not coming in to start anyway. But I think that we can leverage it so that Brighton have to sell him to us for a decent price. And if we can get it for around 50 million, yeah, I think that's a great signing. But I think that Edison and Fernandez, I think we will get done pretty sharpish. I think we can get that done in the next couple of weeks. At least agreed anyway. I think I'm not entirely sure when the window opens. I think it opens on the 15th of June or something like that. But I think we can get those wrapped up in principle very soon. But the midfield, I have a sneaky feeling for 4 midfielders, a left back, an attacker. I think that Josh probably does leave. And if Josh leaves, I would love for us to go in and get Krupi. I would in it. Like for me, him or Iliman Ndiaye are the only 2 players that make sense. Iliman Ndiaye plays on both wings as well, so he gives you that versatile winger kind of vibe. But Krupi's just giving me Martial vibes. So I would love to see United go and get him. And with Fernandez now being at West Ham and West Ham getting relegated, I think that's a deal that we could get done pretty quickly, man. But we're just in a very, very good position. I think when you look at Manchester United right now, it's exciting times because Carrick has shown with limited resources, yeah, what he can get out of these players. And if you give him better players, no doubt the football improves. No doubt the results improve, even though it's very, very difficult to improve on the results he's been getting. I think his win percentage is in the 70s or something like that. So we're in a good place, man. Obviously, there's always going to be the odd moron that's going to try and find something to be negative about or to moan about. But I think it's important to remember where we came from, innit? Like, we had a moron that couldn't win back-to-back games, yeah? And the guy won 3 games in a row, yeah? And thought he was Tupac, bro. Was turning up to training with shades on, talking about keep the same energy and all them things there. So it's very, very interesting to see where we are. And no doubt that interview that this guy was threatening to do at the end of the season, no doubt that gets pulled. Because Amorim was talking about, I don't want to disrupt the team. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till... What did he say? He said, I'm going to wait, yeah, until the end of the season to basically to speak his truth.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
You can save it, mate. You know the way you're there. 3rd in the league, Champions League, rebuild on the way. No one gives a toss what you have to say, Ruben. That's the honest truth, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You were holding us back, bro. You were absolutely holding us back and we've moved on. Do you know what I'm saying? So we implore you to move on as well. Like, we don't give a toss, innit? So, you know what I mean? Big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is. Great season. We're going to stay locked in to the transfers, man. We got, I think we got a good summer to look forward to. Obviously, the World Cup is coming up, but our main targets, yeah, are not going. So I think that we're going to shock the Premier League and have a very, very surgical window in it. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I think it's important for the fans not to get too carried away about what the expectations are. I think we should enjoy it. Like someone said in the chat earlier, Pep's going outside. I'll tell you what, yeah, if you offered Man United me the season that Pep Guardiola's just had next season, I'll take it right now. Domestic Cup double, 2nd in the league. Offer me that right now, I'm snatching, bro. I'll rip your arm out the socket, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a very, very successful season, bro. Everyone's looking at Arsenal winning the league, yeah, and saying, oh yeah, well, that means Man United have to, bro. The season before, Liverpool won the league. The season before that, Man City won the league. So in the last 3 seasons, we've had 3 different winners. That tells you anyone can win the league. Liverpool weren't favourites to win the league last season when they won it. A lot of people didn't think they would finish in the top 4 when Klopp left. But then, this season, they were favourites when people saw what they done in the transfer market. And they finished 5th. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's been a very unpredictable league for the last 2 to 3 years, and I think it will continue to be like this. I think that this is the new trend. The new trend is that anyone can win it if they do the right business, and if they stay consistent. The one thing that Carrick has brought to this football club is stability and consistency, and that needs to be mirrored above board. So the stability and the consistency in recruitment, in bringing in the right players, in terms of wage structure as well, because the wage structure is important for the harmony of the club. And this is why I think that Mason Mount needs to leave as well, because Marcus Rashford's gone now, Sancho's gone now, Cassa's gone now. All these guys are the top earners, yeah. Mason Mount is one of the top earners at the football club, and he's not one of the top players at the football club. So in order to keep the peace as well, he needs to be moved on. Because all of these players, their agents are going to be saying, yeah, well, Mason Mount, he's not playing for England. He's not starting for Manchester United. He's on 250k. Like, brother, even though everyone's cool at the club, you don't need that kind of vibe around. I can't lie, bro. It breeds a toxic environment when players that aren't good are on a lot of money, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's when agents start saying, well, I want my client to have parity with so on, parity, so on and so forth. So I believe that the easiest way to forge a good environment is to get rid of players like that. There's no way that Mount should be on more money than Cunha, Brian, Sesko, all of these guys, bro. Like, literally, I think Bruno Fernandes is the only player currently still at the club, because Cass has left now, that's on more money than Mason Mount. Obviously, Rashford's still on the books, but he'll be gone, innit? Rashford, Sancho, I already mentioned. So I think that we need to move Mason Mount on, even if it is on loan. But we're in a very good place. They'll bring in players for the right price. We've been linked with Edison. They're saying it'll be about 30 mil. 30 million for Edison is a steal, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? People are underrating him here because, one, they don't know a lot about him, and two, because again, yeah, it's not a Premier League name that these guys love, yeah, but we need profiles, and he won't be on big wages as well. He won't be on big wages. We need to be bringing in good players with good experience that are not going to be on massive wages and that are hungry to do well in it at this football club. So I don't know, man. I big up everyone for supporting throughout the season. It's been a great season. And yeah, bruv, obviously it don't stop. The shows run as usual. I got my fight in 2 weeks as well, so look out for the details nearer the time. I just wanted to get the season out the way. It's out the way now. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. The merch store closes, yeah, at midnight. This is gonna drop on Monday morning, innit? And the store's gonna close up Monday midnight. So if you wanted to get your last bits before I close the shop, and then everything's going out on the Tuesday. Monday is bank holiday in the UK, in case you're not in the UK. So yeah, man, big up everyone that supported me this year and this season. And yeah, man, listen, we just keep getting better, producing better content and just getting bigger and stronger. So big up everyone inside, and big up my manager, MC, to the world and back.